You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So we're going to be joined on the telephone. We're going to be talking all about leaving a gift to charity in a will. Firstly, thank you very much for joining us. If you could just introduce yourself and tell our listeners a little bit about yourself to start us off.
Yes, thank you very much. My name's Tim Hunter. I'm the Director of Fundraising for Oxfam.
So I was hoping you could start off by telling us what the aim of Remember a Charity Week is.
Well, Remember a Charity is a group of over 180 UK charities, ranging from the big to the small to all sorts of different causes, who come together to promote the idea of people leaving a gift in their will. And once a year in September, all of the charities basically really focus on this message to get that message out to people about what an effective way of supporting their favourite cause this is.
So what makes it an effective way of donating?
Well, during people's lives, lots of people give in lots of different ways. They maybe give a little monthly donation. Lots of people do that. They maybe do a fundraising event in their community, or they run the marathon, or whatever it is. And those things are amazingly important. But also, lots of people find that when they're thinking about their will and thinking about what will happen after they've gone, they discover that actually, through maybe the sale of a house or things like that, that they've got quite a lot more money than they thought they could have in their estate. And it's a really great way of making a really special gift to one or a number of the causes that they've supported during their lifetime. So that's what makes it a really effective thing for people to think about.
So I suppose, although being an effective way, it's often a difficult thing to sort of discuss, bring up, or for some people even to think about.
Well, it is, but, there's only a number of certain things in life, death and taxes, and, we're all going to go in the end, and so we do need to have a think about that. And actually, as we as we all get older, it becomes a much more normal thing to do, to actually make sure there's a plan, make sure your loved ones know about your plan. And people now think about, what they want at their funerals, and sometimes those are crazy ideas, and with, people are seeing a lot of those things. So I think it is becoming more normal, and people are more happy to talk about, what they want, and people want their values that they've expressed during their life to continue. And lots of our supporters talk about really being unstoppable in terms of, the things that they want to see changed in the world continuing after their death.
So tell us a little bit more about the research and how sort of things are changing.
Well, the latest research says that about 35% of people say that they would consider leaving a gift in their will, a gift to charity, but actually only about 6% of wills currently include a legacy, a gift to a charity. So there's quite a big gap there. So one of the things that Remember Charity is really trying to focus on is closing that gap, making sure that people think about it when they're writing a will, making sure that people understand how easy it is to do. We need to remember that, family needs to come first, and people need to think about their loved ones. But once people have considered the people who are closest to them, those causes that have been really close to their heart during their lifetime are a really important way of as I say, continuing your values and passing those on after you've gone.
Was there anything else you'd like to sort of cover or get over to our listeners in this area?
Well, one of the things that we're also seeing is that young people, that so-called millennial generation, are really saying that they're very interested in leaving a gift to charity in their will. And, we know that generation is very kind of socially kind of conscious and kind of very focused on the kind of problems of the world and things. So we think that's definitely a factor. And also, I think it suggests that the messages that charities and the Remember Charity group as a whole is really kind of, is really impacting on people.
So is there anywhere our listeners can go to find out more?
Yes, of course. Clearly, if people want to support Oxfam in this way, and it's a really, really important source of income and funds for Oxfam, they can go to the Oxfam website, follow the links. They'll find lots of really fantastic stories about Oxfam supporters who've decided for lots of different reasons to give in this way. And they can also go to the Remember Charity website and find out more about how to kind of contact a solicitor in their area or a will maker and how to get involved more generally.
Well, Vlad, thank you very much for taking the time out to talk to us here at BRFM Bridge Radio on the Daniel Monday Night Community Show.
Great, thank you very much.